Hey guys, it is, wow, some people it's the back to work week kind of day and all that jazz. For me, luckily it's not, but you could look at that both ways. It's luckily because I wouldn't want to go back to work on the Monday after 4th of July. Not lucky that I'm disabled and I don't get to go back to work, so, yeah. If anything ever happened to make me better and it's all over and I'm good and blah blah, I would probably be thrilled. And I would try really hard never to be ungrateful again. Because at this point, you get kind of, I don't know, like you really want to have work. You really want to like be a productive member of society. Over the last few years, I've worked on and off at my brother's store in different places and stuff, and I've, whether I'm making a lot of money or a little money, working again is just great. To have your own money, to be kind of in charge of how much money you make. I mean, in charge as in you're telling your boss what to give you. I mean, you're in charge as in if I go to work and I work this many hours, I'm gonna make this much money, and so I'm gonna try my best to go to work and make this much money. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, I just was going to say that because it's just on my mind. It's not what I made the video for. I need to say a couple things, and I don't know if people are going to hate me, love me, whatever. I don't care. I mean, I do care. I don't want anybody to hate me, and I like it when people love me. But hey, I had this all planned out in my head last night, so it probably won't be near that good, but I'll give it a shot. You guys, I read something that I wrote in my journal like, I don't know, 3 years ago, maybe 4, and it's talking about how a house divided against itself will fall. And I'm not sure who I was writing it about or what I was writing exactly. It could have been politics, it could have been something else. It could have been the group I was leading at that time, because there was some hassles going on there, bad memories for me. And I really don't know what that was about, but I know when I read it, I was thinking about, our world today. And it was talking about unity, and it was talking about love and unconditional love, and how love covers a multitude of sins, and all that stuff. And I just wanted to make a plea with you guys. And I know that nobody's entire world is going to be changed based on this one video. Nobody, some people, but as a general rule, the whole world is not going to change their mind because they heard Wade McAllister in West Olive, Michigan say blah. Okay? Well, blah. I'm going to say something. I am tired, and I hope everybody else is too. The stuff that's going around is getting just ridiculous, you guys. It's just getting ridiculous. Okay? Now, I'm not against anybody as far as I'm not against human beings. I'm not against races. I'm not against financial brackets. None of that. No. What I am against is people destroying property, people getting hurt, people bad-mouthing every single thing you do. You can't do jack crap without somebody... Sorry, I said jack crap. Anyway, you can't do anything without somebody complaining and throwing a fit and griping and moaning. And I was just thinking, it had occurred to me at one time to run for mayor. And I was like, if I ran for mayor, I would get torn into little bitty pieces. Not because I'm not a good mayor, not because I wouldn't do a good job, but because people don't want to see anyone succeed. So, if I ran for mayor, there'd be plenty of people to tell everybody why I shouldn't be mayor. And maybe some true, maybe some not, I don't know. But for the most part, it'd be people that just wanted to hurt me because they didn't want me to be mayor. Whether they wanted to be or not, people would stop being around me, stop being part of my life, because they wouldn't want me to be mayor, so they'd be trying to stop that by running me into the ground. And, so you can't really make a difference that way if you want to have peace in your life. And I'm not saying I wouldn't do it, I'm just saying it'd be very difficult because people would come out of the woodwork. People I barely know would start talking about me. And in fact, in my journal last night, I was reading an email from one such person who hated my guts. And he was telling his grandson how much he hated my guts. And he said, I don't like him at all. And I met him once. And I was like, I don't know if that sounded as stupid back then as it does now, but you met me once. So you can judge my entire life and all my motives and everything about me based on one meeting. Well, that's the same way I feel about everybody else's. A lot of people I haven't even met, so I can't completely judge all their life and everything they do. But I have seen a lot of people do stupid things, and I have seen a lot of hate, and I have seen a lot of division, and I still believe what the Bible says about a house divided against itself will fall. Now, I also saw somebody quote that yesterday or day before, and I was a little disappointed because it says that, which is good, and it says that, the Black Lives and everybody else should realize that we're not fighting against each other, and we shouldn't, a house divided against itself shall fall. And then it goes on to say, like, at least in innuendo, that, if need be, we all need to get together and fight the tyrants. And I was like, I get where that's going, kind of, but at the same time, didn't we just say that a house divided against itself will fall? So how about Black Lives Matter, everybody else, and the tyrants all get together and realize that we're all people and a house divided against itself shall fall? Because no one person should be pushed out of that equation. A house is everybody, including the tyrants, or what one might call a tyrant. Some people might call certain people anarchists, and other people terrorists, and there's a whole bunch of ists in there. I'm a person that loves people, forgives people, and seeks for what's a compassionate answer, seeks peace. And I want to have peace so bad. Every time I watch TV, every time somebody opens their mouth, every time I read something, there's always some hateful baloney other side of the coin that people want to point out. Well, here's what I want to do, and I'm going to encourage you all to do. Today, just try it for today. Just start with today. Don't worry about tomorrow. Just let tomorrow take care of itself, but worry about right now. If you see people that you don't agree with, okay, first of all, try to look at life through their lenses. Try to understand where they're coming from, walk a mile in their shoe, and all them other things that people say. And that really is a good way to do it. I know when I was first starting out and I was in retail, I thought being a manager was a gravy job. I wanted to be a manager so bad, and eventually I became a retail manager and stayed retail management for a long time. And wow, that's not an easy job. I mean, for one thing, everybody hates you. Even people that were your friends before you got management, now they're looking at you like you're stupid and you don't know anything, and you're one of them instead of one of them. And you're over there being those people, and they're over here being these people, and never the two shall meet. It's like, wow, really? I'm just a manager now. I make a little bit more money, but a whole lot more responsibility, so please, you don't want to be me, trust me. But anyway, kind of that way with everybody else. You just really don't know. So try to walk in somebody else's shoes, especially those that you don't get along with. And then also, now there's people in my life that I have had to cut out because all they want to do is hate and argue and fuss with me. And I don't want to do that. And the ones that I've cut out, I love them. And I did that because I love them. I can disagree with you all day long, and it's totally fine as long as we can both be respectful and love each other. Well, that got to be pretty much impossible with some people, so I don't have any contact with them. But it's not because I don't want to. So I'm saying, look at life through other people's lenses, try to walk a mile in their shoe, and that's the first part. Second part, if you disagree, if you think they're horrible people, like for example, I'm going to say this just out loud because, whatever, and then I'm going to end this video, so it'll be okay. I am not for capital Black Lives Matter. I don't like the organization. I don't like what they're doing. I don't like their you go to their website and look at some of the stuff that they say, so that's part of their agenda, their belief. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with the kind of stuff that they spout. Now, lowercase Black Lives Matter, totally about that. I'm totally about all people being treated equally, being treated right, and people are people, and I really don't get the hate and the strife and everything that's all turned up, Anyway, I'm going to say, I love you guys. I'm going to say, try to love each other, try to find a common ground, and try to walk a mile in other people's shoes.